What's going on, guys? I am Patrick, and I'm the CEO and founder of Parvenu. And I'm really excited to show you what we've been working on with our version 2 today. So, at a high level, we are a data enrichment startup, so we can find all kinds of contact and company data for sales and marketing. The way it works is starting with different sources. You can either search social media or upload a list of websites and then enrich to find different contact and company fields. Um, a lot of it has to do with emails. You can target people by titles, really any kind of LinkedIn search you can take and get all the contacts that are in there. But it's not just that. We also have built-in data cleaning, so this will save you hours every week from manual data cleaning. We've got built-in email verification, so all of the emails are verified. You're only charged if the email is valid or accept all. We've got a really large data set with over a billion contacts and 68 million companies. But something that makes our platform unique is that if we don't have a contact's information, we'll actually go out and try and find it in real time. And then we'll return that result to you if it ends up being verified. We've also built in a lot of really cool automation tools where you can send data into the apps that you're already using. And you don't have to worry about downloading files and then re uploading them. You can just directly export it to a lot of CRMs or email sending platforms that you're already using. And let me take you through it. So for sources right now, we've got two different sources. You can either start with the Chrome extension or a list of websites. So the way the Chrome extension works is it lets you build a LinkedIn or Sales Navigator search, either one. So this is a search for personal injury attorneys in California. And the way it works is you can take this and create a list and say auto search, enter the number of pages, let's say 25. You can search, pick which list you want to save it to, or you can create a new list as well. And then it will create a job. Now, in this particular case, I've already gone ahead and built the list, but usually it will take no more than like 10 or 15 minutes to run in the background. This also does not run on your account. It runs entirely in the cloud, separate from your account. And then the contacts will look like this, where you get their names, titles, companies, what website their company has, as well as the email address. I've gone ahead and blurred that. And then you get the verification status in here as well, but you can toggle it to be able to view different contacts. You can get all of the contacts with only verified emails, and verified emails is the default. You also get their LinkedIn company. You get things like their gender sometimes you even get their birthday. But where it gets really cool is where you can add these enrichments. And so you can enrich to do things like get their job history, get their education history, or send it to one of the integrations that we work with. I'll come back to this in a second. The other source is you can upload a list of websites on your own. So you can navigate the app with keyboard shortcuts, and in this case, we'll do domain enrichment. What you can do is you can give your list a name. You can select a file. So you can say, let's say this one. Just pick the domain column or the website column, either one, and then click Start Enrichment, and then it will load into a table just the same way that the LinkedIn Sales Navigator search works. And then you'll get this exact same kind of contact information. So coming back to the enrichments, you can do things like personalize with AI. So here are a couple of examples. You can personalize by things like school, location, and company. So in this example, it might say, "Hey, John, I see you went to UT Knoxville. I've heard their football games are legendary. Did you ever go to any games while you were there?" Or personalizing by location might say, I've had a great time exploring Lutton. Is there a local spot that you'd recommend for a delicious English breakfast? You can also personalize by company. And the entire idea of the personalization is that you can use them as text replacements in an email the same way you would use first name or company in the as a text replacement in the email. What this does is it makes it a lot more likely that your prospect responds because it's more personalized to them. You also get a lot of deliverability benefits because the emails are much more unique. And from what we've seen, the ESPs tend to reward highly unique email addresses or emails instead of the same emails going out over and over again. The other cool thing that you can do here is you can actually send it to different integrations that we work with. So these are some of the different integrations. We work with a lot of major CRMs like Close, HubSpot, Salesforce, but also email sending platforms like Instantly, SmartLead, Reply, and we also work with integration platforms for everything else. So that's things like Zapier. We work with Make, um, Pably, and Integrately. Or you could just directly export your data to a Google Sheet. And so the way this works is you can come in and say, I want to send it to a smart lead campaign. It'll go ahead and once you put your API key in, pull in all of your different smart lead campaigns, and you can pick any of these to export your campaign data to, and then it will export automatically. And then you don't have to download and re-upload the files. The data all kind of just shows up in the same place. And for any developers out there, we have an API as well. So we've got three different endpoints. You can either start with by passing a website in and getting all the contacts who work at those companies back. You can pass a LinkedIn URL and then get that specific person's contact information back. Or, and this is pretty unique, you can actually just pass in a Sales Navigator URL into the API, no cookies required. And then we will extract all the contacts in the search as well as enrich for their contact information. Um, for the plans, we've actually got a few different plans, including a free plan. So we've got a free plan that gives access to 100 contacts a month. You get real time data, email verifications included in all the different plans. And then starting with the startup and higher, you also get AI credits as well, where you can create these personalizations with AI. And so all the plans are just based on the amount of data that you're pulling. But there's a 2 week trial on all of the plans, as well as a free plan that gives you 100 contacts a month. So thanks so much for listening, and I appreciate you taking the time.